Breakthroughs don't change your life. Micro habits do. Benjamin Hardy compares this concept to compounding interest and how, given the choice, most people would take $1,000 in their bank account right now, as opposed to a penny that doubles in value over the course of the month. What most people don't realize is that those who take the big payout end up with significantly less money than those who opt for the cent per day. He explains, the doubling penny actually ends up being $10.7 million. Yet, the majority of the growth happens at the very end, and most people aren't patient enough for the big return. The live-for-the-moment culture of today stops people from investing. The point is that if you want to have a completely different life in a year or two, you need to start now, and you need to start small. Here, 10 impactful micro-habits you can begin tonight. 1. Choose comfort for your future self over comfort right now. If you want to change your life, you need to start considering the needs and wants of your future self over the ones you have right now. Prioritizing how you feel and what you want in the moment is what leads you here. Instead, commit to making choices for the benefit of your future self. The idea that being present means disregarding anything but your most base instincts and desires is not enlightenment, it is self-destruction. 2. Be more responsive. If someone sends a text, answer it when you see it. As often as you are able, respond to important emails as they come in. This will ensure that you aren't left with a backlog of work that needs to be tended to. 3. Be less reactive. When you see or hear something that immediately enrages you or upsets you, even if it's just a negative thought that crops up in your head, before reacting to it and pouring your energy into it, question it. Figure out where it came from and ask yourself whom your reaction to it would serve. Learning to take that micro pause between a stimulus and your response will change the way you look at everything. 4. Fulfill your base needs. You are not a machine, but in some ways your body and life does require that you fuel it in certain ways to keep it running. Eat when you are hungry. Sleep when you are tired. Trying to deny the importance of your most basic requirements for functioning does not mean you are busy and important. It means you are ignorant and setting yourself up for a breakdown or burnout. 5. Curate your sphere of influence. You know that the people you spend the most time with have a significant impact on who you will become. But do you also realize that what you are surrounding yourself with and putting into your head is having just as much, if not even more, of an effect on you? Take a serious look at who you follow online and what their presence on your newsfeed does for you, or perhaps how cluttered your home or office space is. This is your environment, and it is having a silent and often subconscious impact on you at all times. 6. Take action when you want to do something. In Mel Robbins' The 5-Second Rule, she explains that a lot of what holds people back is those few seconds between when you have an amazing idea and when your brain interferes. She says that to really move your life forward, you need to act on your ideas before you convince yourself not to. 7. Take action when you don't. At the same time, it's imperative to learn that just because you do not feel like doing something does not mean you are incapable of doing it. Your feelings do not impact your ability. 8. Read more. If you aren't someone who can get through a book, that's okay. But it's not an excuse to stop learning, growing, and developing yourself. Follow people on social media that post or share interesting articles and ideas. Read a news story in the morning. Listen to an audiobook on your commute. How much you read is directly related to your self-growth, and your self-growth is directly related to your external success. 9. Scroll less. Whereas sifting through TV channels was once the mindless pastime of years past, now it's scrolling through news feeds. Train yourself to limit your scroll time each day. Try one of those browser installations that give you a set amount of time you can spend on a website in a day before it blocks access to the site, or apps that counts how many times you open social media apps. You don't have to delete them entirely, but you should be mindful that you're not spending multiple hours a day effectively doing nothing. 10. Observe your patterns. Instead of being critical of yourself when you notice that you're procrastinating or engaging in an unhealthy behavior, notice what prompts it. Notice what you're doing when you feel most at ease, most inspired, or most frustrated. Observe yourself as a third party. Treat your life like something you are studying. Get to know what you react to and how. This can help you to